I wound up discovering God when I was working a job on the psychiatric ward years later in Newark, New Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, one of my patients on a psych ward was reading a Bible. I didn't know what he was reading, but it was my responsibility to tell everybody what my patients that I was doing music and art therapy with, I was responsible to tell the social workers and the psychs and everybody what each of my assigned patients was doing. So I looked over at this cat's shoulder, Lou, I'll call him Lou, and I read this verse in this book called Proverbs. Okay. Wine is a mocker, and strong drink is a brawler, and he who is deceived by these things is not wise. And I knew that to be true because I was in a band at the time, playing in a bar band at night. And the cats who were doing the Boilermakers were getting into brawls. But in the places we played where it was intellectual students drinking wine and they were cutting each up with mockery and sarcasm, there was a lot of mocking. So I said to myself, wow, that's a very interesting verse, line of information there. What are you reading, Lou? Proverbs. Oh, a Bible. But I was so intrigued by what he was reading that after work, I went to Haynes department store, the book department, and I had picked up a paperback Bible, and I went home to my brownstone apartment and studio, and I rolled up a joint and just, looking for proverbs in this Bible. And everything I read, pithy two-liners of wisdom, was like a riddle, or it spoke directly to me, or it was intriguing. It could have been the grass, but it was mostly Holy Spirit's wisdom cutting straight through the fog. So who is George Flores? He's somebody who was intrigued by wisdom, was experiencing life, but seeing the explanation for the life I was living in this new book